Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Brown's Latest. I'm Dave Grendzynski. A lot of people call me Grizzer, and this is where we get you caught up on some of the latest news and tidbits tied to our favorite team in the NFL. That is, of course, the Cleveland Browns, and then we give you our take on the news. Along the way, thank you to everybody who's liked our previous episodes, who has subscribed to the channel, and to all of you who get your comments down there in the viewer comment section. I can't thank you enough. Now, coming up on today's show, you'll be excited to hear that this game against Tennessee is setting up to be a sure breakout game for Shedeur Sanders. Ooh. A move a college team made earlier this week had a significant effect on the future of the Browns' coaching situation. The prediction pen is here. There she blows. There's the prediction pen. Each week, the prediction pen shows up to let us know ahead of time what is going to happen in the Browns game. And unfortunately, predicts the game I think, right every week except once. Pretty good on the props, too. I'd say about 80% of the props. But we always start off the prediction pen with a warm-up question, and it's the same question every single week. And that question is, prediction pen, will this be a good show? Without a doubt. Okay, there you go. See, now you can like this episode and not even watch it. Because you know it was a good show because the prediction pen said so. All right, we're off to a good start. And then down in the viewer comments, what really happened behind closed doors leading up to draft day? Gonna have to find out what's going on there. But first, some quick headlines. We have some key injuries. Conklin's out. Teller's out. Mason Graham wasn't seen at practice, so he's nursing some ribs. Good news, though. Devin Bush, linebacker, and Dylan Sampson, our famous running back, both returned to practice. So they should be good to go for the Titans, which is great because we can use all the offensive weapons that we can handle. And they're going to wear the brown helmets. Undefeated in the brown helmets, looking to go 3-0. And the Alpha Dogs. So we got that going for us, too. How do you like them apples? We're wearing the brown helmets. And we have a breakout game loading. What do you mean, Dave? Well, here's the deal. This is really setting up for Shedeur to have a day. And there's a couple of reasons why. And then honestly, it starts with the defense, to be honest. And let's go there first. You know, Tennessee, you know what one thing they're really good at? And it's something you don't want to be good at. They're really good at allowing sacks. Look at them. Number 1. League high. Cam Ward has taken over 40 sacks. And he's under pressure a lot. And when he's under pressure, he struggles. And I don't know if you remember, but we're second in the league in sacks. From the defensive side. Not giving him up, getting him. We got a guy by the name of Myles Garrett who is going after that sack record. So this bodes well for us. And why is that? What does this have to do with a breakout game for Shedeur? Well, here's the deal. There's a chance here. I mean, after what they did against the Raiders, there's a chance we could get to 11 sacks and set a new team record. 11 or 12 sacks against this offensive line because this Tennessee offensive line is not good at pass protection. And so we should be setting up Shedeur with good field position throughout this entire game. We should give the offense some extra chances with some turnovers. The Titans' pass rush also stinks. So Shedeur should have some time to pick them apart. He'll hit a couple of big plays for sure. And it's really just setting up not only a breakout game for him, but I think this is going to be Judy's best game of the year. I think Bond should have a really good game, potentially his best game of the year. Same with Ced Tillman. I think you're going to see some of these other weapons get involved. I mean, Shedeur's going to be motivated this week to take down Cam Ward, his workout buddy. And they talk a lot of trash. They're really good friends, so don't get me wrong. He wants to beat his buddy. And so But the way the Tennessee pass blocking is, it's brutal, and our defensive line is playing out of its mind right now, even with the injuries. I mean, we will not have Malik Collins, obviously. Mason Graham nursing those ribs, so we might be down a couple guys, but still, I mean, we still got a lot of weapons we can employ on that defensive line, and so I just think it's going to set the offense up. And look out, Shedeur. I'm calling it. Big game from QB1. And hey, I hate to mention this, but Schwartz, our defensive coordinator, Jim Schwartz, is starting to become a hot head coach candidate. They're already talking about him. And here's the other thing that happened, too. UCLA, earlier this week, hired Bob Chesney, the former head coach at James Madison, to rebuild their program. So Tommy Rees is not going to UCLA. So that leaves him in limbo. I mean, some people have said he could potentially become a head coach in the NFL. I don't know. I mean, I think he's going to really have to get this offense going these last 5 games to really get noticed, because right now nobody's noticing this offense the way it's been going all season. Maybe they see through Kevin Stefanski's bad decisions, like punting from the 29, things like that. I don't know, but we'll see. But it starts this week, like I said. It could be a breakout game for him too, right? Breakout game for everybody on the offensive side, which is only a good thing. I mean, you know, it's what we need. We need to lock down Shedeur as QB1 and then move forward. But how does this affect Schwartz? Well, here's the thing. You know, Schwartz wants to be a head coach somewhere. And here are what the experts are saying that makes him such an attractive candidate. He's an elite defensive coordinator. I mean, look what he did to the Browns defense. He transformed it into the league's best. So, I mean, defense wins championships. Somebody told me that once. So he's got proven success. You know, with the Lions from 2009, 2013, he's learned and grown since then, which is what I keep saying. You get the guy in their second go around. Analysts argue that he's ready for his second head coaching opportunity, and teams should interview him. So, like, they're already talking him up, man, you know. Now, the one thing that people try to knock that I don't understand, they talk about his age. He's 59, and they try to make it seem like he's old. Like, Pete Carroll is like 107. We've got other guys out there, like, you know, like, it's just out there coaching way too long, you know, than they should have. But I don't think 59 for an NFL coach, I don't think that's not old. So they're saying teams might be hesitant. I was like, okay, you be hesitant because I want him. Let's keep him here as head coach. Let's go. So I'm just telling you, man, like now, I mean, Reese doesn't seem to be, I don't know, he might go somewhere, he might not. But Schwartz, man, you better start worrying about him. I'm telling you, man, there are going to be teams coming after him at full force. It's the way it goes, man. We got another guy in the building, is all I'm saying. We had Vrabel in the building last year. Let him go. Sean Payton was on the beach 2 years ago, screaming up and down, go get him. Didn't get him. Just saying. There he is. Schwartz is right there. Hot candidate. So another hot candidate when it comes to predictions is the prediction pen. And we have a lot of questions for the prediction pen this week. And you know what? The prediction pen should know, right? Let's start. This is a wild card. This is a wild card prediction pen question, and it's about Jim Schwartz, okay? Everybody's wondering if we're going to have a new head coach prediction pen. So the question for you is, will Jim Schwartz be our next head coach? If you're lucky, even the prediction pen knows. So I'm telling you, folks, the prediction pen, man, knows its stuff. All right, now, on to the game. So, if we're lucky, Jim Schwartz will be our next head coach. Hopefully, like, I don't know, by Monday? Could we make that happen? All right, we've been talking a lot about the defense. Cam Ward, and how bad this offensive line is. And so, of course, the logical question is, will the Browns sack Cam Ward multiple times on Sunday? If you're lucky. Okay, well, we'll take that. 2 if you're lucky in a row. All right, next question. Will Myles Garrett set the record for sacks in a season in this game against the Titans? If you're lucky. What is going on with the prediction pen today? We've never had 3 if you're luckies in a row. Totally random. What can I say? Sounds to me like he is then. Because if he does, then we're destroying them, and that's a good thing. All right. Next question. Switch over to the offensive side of the ball. Quinshon Judkins. We got to get him a 100-yard game at some point, right? Now, I will tell you that against this team, it might be tough. They've actually been really good against the run the last few games, like 89 a game. Something like that. Low, like double digits. That's all they're giving up rushing. So they've been hot the last few games. But my question for the prediction pen is, will Quinshon Judkins go over 100 yards rushing against the Titans? Not for $1 million. Okay, he'll get 99. That's okay. That's all right. Oh, this is another good one. I've been talking this up all week. I kept saying Judy's going to have a big game this week after what happened. So the question is, will Jerry Jeudy have a 100-yard receiving game against Tennessee? Dude, no way. Okay, he'll have 99 too. So Quinshon's going to run for 99, and Jerry Jeudy will have 99 yards receiving. All right. Oh, this is a good one. I'm telling you, breakout game for Shedeur. I'm telling you. So the question is, will Shedeur throw for over 250 yards against Tennessee? It's unclear. Ask again. Ooh, we usually get a good answer when it does this. Then on the next one. Will Shedeur Sanders throw for over 250 yards against Tennessee? Not for $1 million. 249. All right. I'm fine with that. That's cool. All right. And then the question everybody's been waiting for. Will the Browns, prediction pen, come through for us this week, please? Will the Browns beat the Tennessee Titans down there at Huntington Bank Field on the shores of beautiful Lake Erie? If you're lucky. Again with the if you're lucky. Now remember, it did that against the Raiders and we won. So you know what? That's as good as a yes for me. Browns are winning. Bet the money line, 100%. There is no doubt about it because that is as good as a yes. Whenever you get the if you're lucky, that means yes. So that's what we've learned from the prediction pen over the course of the season. And the other thing we've learned is that the viewer comments are always awesome. Now, let's start today with Reginald Underwood, 641, who says the offensive line is trash. No heart. And you're down Wyatt Teller this week. So this is a defensive front that they should be able to handle. So now, San Francisco elected not to blitz. So Shedeur had time to throw last week. It's because they didn't blitz, not like Baltimore did. They tried to pull the Jedi mind trick on the Browns. Well, I guess you could say it worked because they beat us. But whether they blitz or not, this Tennessee pass rush is virtually non-existent. So I think the offensive line will be ready to bounce back against the Titans. Okay. Swite is right. Coaching, yes, you are correct. Yeah, coaching matters, man. Like I said, going back to the offensive line, I've never seen an offensive lineman try to block somebody in the Superman 2 feet off the ground. That's something that's new to me. I don't know if that's a new technique they're teaching, but I don't like it because you can't see and you have no leverage. So yeah, coaching matters, man. Just look at these teams around the league. Coaching matters. This is a great YouTube handle. The Carnivore, it's Carnivore Sisters, 8022. Carnivore Sisters. Now, does that mean they eat a lot of meat? Do they own a meat shop? They butchers? Carnivore Sisters, 8022. Might need an explanation on this one, Carnivore Sisters. They say, Grizzer, by the end of the season, if they let Shedeur quarterback fully, we can get a few more wins, and AB will realize we only need wide receivers and offensive linemen. That is the main goal in all of this, right? Is to lock down QB1 and then start working on all of the other areas, especially on the offensive side, especially that offensive line. And we got to get Carnell Tate. I mean, if we don't get Carnell Tate, that's That's a travesty. But you're right, Carnivore Sisters. You're thinking what I'm thinking. Brandon Neely, 9234, says, I think the reason, and this is what we teased at the top, I thought this was a great take, and I'm reading the whole thing. So here we go. Brandon Neely, 9234. I think the reason why AB draft was so successful this year is that DePodesta's logic was forcing the draft picks before this year. And I think Haslam told DePodesta to sit this draft out and let AB run it without his input. And that's why he was sent back to baseball. That is something that I never considered. And I think I have to 100% agree with that. What if that's what happened? What if they said, what if DePodesta comes walking in, it's their draft day, and they're like, whoa. Here's the deal. Let's let AB handle this one this time. We just want to see, like, when a football guy does the draft, if it turns out a little bit better than when a baseball guy does it. And so here's a popsicle. Go sit over there, and we'll talk to you after the draft. And then everybody's balling out, and they said, DePodesta, you're done. You are a baseball guy. Now, just like drafting Dylan Gabriel in the third round, I just still want it. We need a 30 for 30 on this one. We got to know who decided that, who was the driving force. But just like that, I could have told you, like I told you on draft day, that's never going to work out. I could have told you that hiring a baseball guy to make football decisions was not going to work out, and it didn't. Again, this is what drives fans crazy. We can all see it, but why did they even go down this road? Why? That's what's so frustrating for fans. And to pile on the rookie thing, did you see ESPN put out its top 10 rookies of the season? Number 1, Carson Schwartz. There's a chance. Could he win Rookie of the Year? Could he win overall Rookie of the Year? Judkin's on there as well. He was 8. Schwartz was ahead of Tet McMillan, Emeka Egbuka, and Tyler Warren. I was thinking for sure like they'd give that to Tyler Warren, like especially offensive Rookie of the Year. But overall Rookie of the Year, man, maybe he could be defensive Rookie of the Year and Rookie of the Year. I mean, why not? The way he's playing like a vet. So, no, I thought that was really, really good, Brandon Neely. That's a great point. I could really see that happening. And then, now we just need I don't know, man. The coaching is still a problem. We gotta figure that out. We need a head coach. We'll end today with Big Ike Smalls. Does it mean his name is Isaiah? Big Ike Smalls says, I think they are just playing by the rules with Watson, and he will be gone in 2026. I think someone will get him when he becomes a free agent, but Shedeur is the future. Love the last part. Love all of that. And that's the thing with Watson. They're just playing by the rules, crossing the T's, dotting the I's. Watson is no part of this future. And CBS Sports, Jonathan Jones of CBS Sports, double down. He must watch this show because he said Watson will continue to just take some. He'll be limited in practice, and right now he's just doing individual drills. But they're only going to have 10 practice. He'll only have 10 practices under his belt before the Browns need to make a decision on him. And so it's just not enough time, And they purposely. This is calculated, people. I'm telling you. There's no way he's playing. This is Shedeur season the rest of the way. And I'll tell you what, he puts his foot down tomorrow on the Titans because this is his breakout game. It's coming. I feel it. I'm betting him over 200. I'm betting him over 250. I'm betting him for 2 touchdowns. Betting it all, baby. Shedeur is going nuts, and Judy's going to help. They're all going to help. Judkin's going to run. It's going to be a total team effort on the offense, and Shedeur will lead it. All right, that's going to do it. We'll be here early tomorrow morning for the pregame edition. Bold predictions, what to watch for, keys to the game. And then, again, we'll be here after with our instant reaction to Shador's domination of the Titans. All right. Go Browns! We'll see you next time.